Happy day, this is Ms. Rajalakshmy from the Department of Sociology. In today's module, we are going to discuss about diasporic community. Let's see the meaning of diaspora. The word diaspora derived from the Greek word diasporin, which is the combination of two words, dia and spirit. Dia means across, spirin means scatter, meaning scattering or dispersion. That is the dispersion or scattering or migration or movement or spread of any people from their original homeland. That means they scatter from their original homeland to countries across the globe. So, the term diaspora describes people who have left their home country, usually involuntarily, to countries across the world. Diaspora also contributes significantly to the culture and vibrancy of the nation they move to. For example, Italian diaspora and Indian diaspora. So, Italian culture, some elements of Italian culture can be seen in America today, include their food habits, dress habits and music. We all know that Italian cuisine is very popular all over the world. Especially the dishes like spaghetti and meatballs are considered classic American comfort food. And they have also made significant contribution on American music with genres like opera, jazz having strong Italian influences. Another example is Indian diaspora. Indian diaspora is one of the largest and most widespread in the world, with significant populations in the countries such as United States, United Kingdom, Singapore and many others. Indians have also brought their culture with them. For example, the popular Indian traditional dances like Bharatanatyam and the popular Indian cuisines like butter chicken and biryani, all these are very popular now. But now the word diaspora is used more generally to describe any large migration or refugees, language or culture. Next we are going to discuss about types of diaspora. The first one is victim diaspora. Victim diaspora means a class of people who have been banished from their place of origin as a result of traumatic events like persecution, enslavement, genocide, etc. For example, African diaspora. African people have brought against their will to America through the institution of slavery. Trading diaspora. Trading diaspora means a community, often members of an extended family, goes abroad to conduct trade in a host society. Here, they learn local languages and culture but do not assimilate. For example, Indian diaspora and Arab diaspora. Next is labor diaspora. Here, these diasporas result from the migration of people for employment opportunities. That is the movement of people for work. For example, the South Asian diaspora in the Middle East. Next, we have Imperial diaspora. Imperial diaspora occurs as a result of colonization or other economic factors. Here, migrants who go to another land that has been conquered by their own nation and enjoy higher status on account of ethnic ties to the ruling power. Here, they do not adapt to customs but locals adapt to their customs. For example, British Imperial diaspora. Next, we are moving on to some of the problems faced by diaspora. First one is alienation. So, what do you mean by alienation? Alienation means isolation or separation. Here, first generation of a diasporic community face problems like alienation and loneliness in the new country. Due to this, they do not mingle with others in the settled society. Even if they try to mingle with others, most of the time they find it difficult as they find that they are discriminated. Here, a sense of alienation and loneliness or feeling of loss are inextricable for the diasporic people. Even though they face external problems like discrimination or identity crisis, their own inner problems like alienation and loneliness cause more suffering to them. Next, we have cultural change. Cultural change is yet another problem faced by diasporic people. Here, when they try to settle in a new country, they find several changes in the new society. It shocks them and they try to stick to their own homeland culture by following it strictly. Even though the diasporic community stays in a new place for a long period, they cannot move away from their culture. So, they tend to live in a joint family or a commune where they can follow their traditional culture. Next, we have discrimination. Here, the settled society considers the practice of a different culture by the diasporic community as a threat to its own culture. Therefore, it provokes the settled society to discriminate the diasporic community. So, when they face discrimination, it hurts them and it raises many questions regarding their roots or backgrounds. This kind of discrimination makes them to be separated from the settled society and think about in a different way or negative way. And the last one is identity issues. Here, the second generation and later generation of a diasporic community display dual identity. Although the second and later generation of a diasporic community consider the country in which they are born as their homeland, but society still perceives them as outsiders. Therefore, they are caught in a hyphenated identity. So, that's it. So, today we saw the concept of diaspora and the types of diaspora and some of the problems of diaspora. I hope this session is useful. Have a nice day. Thank you.